Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maya Contillo. I am an office assistant for the Career and Leadership Development Center. I'm a current senior at Ohio University. I'm studying integrated language arts. In my office assistant position, I work under the College of Arts and Sciences as well as the Patton College of Education. So I'm very well versed in the College of Arts and Sciences and also in Handshake, which is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. This is a very kind of interactive presentation. I'm going to be taking you through the Handshake website. If you don't know what Handshake is our career platform that we use to schedule appointments with career advisors, to network with employers, where employers can post jobs, and where you can see all of our events and fairs that take place here at Ohio University. So I encourage you to follow along if you have a laptop. Handshake is also in app form, so if you have a cell phone and you'd like to download Handshake on your phone, you can do that as well. Additionally, I just want you to know that because I am a student, I have the student perspective, so I think that is a really important key element of this presentation. If you are an employer or an alumni watching this, I will also have a link at the end of this presentation where you can go to actually join Handshake in order to start networking with our students. So without further ado, let's start talking about Handshake. So our learning outcomes for today. At the end of this presentation, students should be able to understand the benefits of Handshake to the career development process. They should be able to locate how to schedule appointments, find upcoming events, view employers attending events, and also hosting on-campus interviews. And students should be able to identify filters to successfully use the job internship portion of Handshake. And here are some of the benefits of Handshake. So you can access jobs and internships that employers are marketing to Ohio University students and alumni. Online and on the app, like I said. More than 4,500 registered employers are recruiting at Ohio University, which is amazing for our students and creates such great opportunities for them. All Fortune 500 companies are using Handshake, which is also really important because some students are really looking for those bigger companies and are looking forward to networking with those people. On average, the number of job postings that we get per month sometimes goes over 1,800, which is crazy to think that our students have access to that number of jobs and opportunities. And then employers are specifically recruiting at Ohio University and can initiate contact with our students, which is key for some of our students who may not be able to get themselves out there as often at our career fairs and things like that. And that's why it's important today for us to go over Handshake and for us to build up your profile as best we can. So let's jump right into the account. So what I'm going to be showing you today is actually my profile and my student account. So you can follow along right with me. So we are going to first be looking at the Jobs tab. So if you'd like to follow me here, you can see all of the job postings on the side here. As you can see, I have over 11,000 jobs, which is really great. And then you can also favorite jobs over here with this star. So if you find a job that maybe you want to come back to, maybe you want to apply to, you can star it and save it for later. You can also search jobs up here. And then you can also search by state. So if you have a certain state that maybe you're looking to move to later on in life, you can do that as well. But I think the thing that is most important for us to go over today is the job filters. So we can search by the job type. So hypothetically, let's say you're looking for an internship. You'd like this internship to be paid. There is also an employer preferences section, which if you want to meet all of the employer's criteria so that you know that you're a perfect fit for that job, you are able to click on that, and then you will see that you don't have any qualifications that don't meet what they're looking for. You can also select work authorization. So this is a really great feature that Handshake has. So this is if an employer will sponsor a student with a work visa, or accepts OPT, CPT. You can also search for the industry as well as the job function. So as you can see down here, my only major is integrated language arts, so I could click on that to condense my search even more. So it's important for us to apply filters because then we can shrink our range of jobs, so we're not looking at over 11,000 jobs every time we get on Handshake. So if I click See Jobs, as you can see here, this is what I was talking about with that matching all of the preferences for the employer. So I match their major, their GPA, their school year, and their work authorization. And then I start that job, so then I can come back to it later and possibly apply if I'm interested. So after the job section, we are going to move over to our events section. So for our events, all of the information is right here, and you can scroll down. So all of these events are public. As you can see, our College of Arts and Sciences How to Use Handshake is actually going on right now. Like I said, they are all public. They are open to all students at Ohio University, all alumni of Ohio University, and all of our regional campuses as well, since you are all joining us right now. You can also see any that are taking place off campus and also virtually, so that is a really cool aspect of Handshake as well. But if we would like to go to our Find Career Fairs, we can look at our Spring Career and Internship Fair, which is coming up soon. And a really nice tool that Handshake has is you are able to view all of the employers that are going to that event. This is a really important tool to use, especially if you are looking to come to these events, because then you can do all of your research ahead of time on the employers, and you're able to have more information about them, be able to network with them in a really personal way. And you can also favorite these and join the event as well. So now if we move over to our Career Center, we are going to click on Appointments. So this is how we schedule appointments at Ohio University with our career advisors. So if you click on Schedule a New Appointment, you can see that we have our CLDC Baker location, as well as if you are part of another college that has a specific career advisor, you can click on that college as well. As you can see, mine has the Patton College of Education there. But then we also have our regional campuses down here, so any career advisors at these regional campuses take appointments as well. We recommend that students always book at our Baker University Center location if they don't really know what they want to do, or maybe who their career advisor is, or who they want to meet with. Additionally, alumni can utilize this resource as well. So if you click on the CLDC Baker location, we have our career coaching and our leadership coaching, which are 30-minute appointments with our professional staff. And then we also have the CLDC drop-in, which is taken by our graduate assistants. Those are just 10-minute, very brief general feedback appointments for your resume or cover letters. And then we also have our mock interviews, which are done by our student ambassadors, and those are 30-minute appointments to help prep you for any of those upcoming interviews that you may have. Now we are going to move on to our profile. So if you click on My Profile, as you can see, that's me. So as you can see, my profile is 100% complete. So if you ever need a reference or anything like that, you can always look back on mine, because I do have everything finished on my profile. So you have like a short bio about yourself, and then also your education section. We recommend that you upload your resume to Handshake, so that is shown down here. And once you have that resume uploaded, you want to make sure that your Handshake and your resume are aligned, so that if an employer ever does go to your Handshake page and sees your resume, that they are not confused when your Handshake page is maybe blank, but you have a lot of important experience on your resume. You want to make sure that those are synced up and doing the right thing. And actually, Handshake is a really great tool if you do have any additional work experience. So say you have 2 other jobs that you think are really important and you did a lot in them, but you want to keep that resume to that 1-page length. You can add those to your Handshake page. So as you can see, I was a teacher at McCardle's Dance Studio, and I was a hostess at Denny's. So just to show them that I did have work experience during that time in my life, but I don't technically have that on my resume because it's not super specific to what I'm looking to apply for later. Additionally, you can put your organizations and extracurriculars, also any courses that might be pertinent to your major or a job that you're looking for, and then projects that you might have. So I've put together a few presentations for the CLDC, and I've added those as well. You can also put your skills, so these might be ones that you also have included on your resume. You can connect with more students. And then these are your interests, so this is only visible to employers. It's really important that your profile is completed. Like I said, employers are able to network with you directly, so if your profile catches their eye and they're really interested in you, they can message you. And that is why it is extremely important that you log on to Handshake at least once a week to check your profile and check your messages. If you miss a message from an employer who was really interested in hiring you, you may have just missed the chance of a lifetime to work for a company. So it's very important that you check your messages. We've actually had a few students, specifically from the College of Arts and Sciences, that have received jobs upon graduation due to checking their profile. So it's really important that we keep that all up to date. Making sure I didn't miss anything on here. Yeah. Oh, also under the document section, you can also add your cover letter. So as you can see, I do not have one uploaded, but that is something that you could add to your profile if you're looking for a specific job. And this is that messages tab that I was talking about, so all of your messages would pop up here. So that is the end of the profile section. And now I am open to taking questions. Does anybody have any questions about Handshake? Yeah.
Courses tab, that was only the courses that I taught graduate students, so could I include courses that I took previously at undergrad, or would that only be from or register within the school system?
Yeah, so his question was if he should add certain courses. What was the last part, if they were included?
They only show up if like the course number is within the university system.
Oh, no. So actually, these were all taken at Ohio University, and they don't really come up as like specific to our university, if that makes sense. So no, I don't. You should include them if you think that they're pertinent. Definitely. Any other questions? Yes?
How do you know how much to include and what is too much to include?
Yeah, that's a great question. So how do you know how much to include, and how do you know if you're going too overboard? With Handshake, I don't think that there is ever too much to include. I think that all experience is good experience. It can help shape you and also help you in your job search process. You never know if an employer is looking for, maybe you can connect with them on a certain thing that you had on your profile. So I don't think that there's ever too much to include on a profile, but I do think that you should definitely keep up with your resume. So you, like I said, you want it to be aligned with your resume, but I do think that there is a place to include some more stuff if you think it's necessary. Those were both great questions. Do we have any other questions?
Why did you have some common questions that you get a lot?
Yeah, so some frequently asked questions. one that I stated a little bit earlier was how frequently should you log in or check Handshake, which I said at least weekly. I think that it's important to keep up with all of those messages. Another one I get is like, when should I start, completing my Handshake? My resume isn't full yet. I think that you should always keep your profile up to date. So complete it as soon as possible. You can meet with a career advisor if you're not quite sure what you want to put on your Handshake profile yet, or if you're having trouble completing that resume. So you can make those 30-minute appointments. Regional campus, alumni, students here at our OU main campus, definitely make those appointments and see what you want to include. And then how important is completing your profile? Like I said before, I think it's very important to complete your profile because, like I said, I've even had employers reach out to me, and it may not even be for a job that you're considering, but if it's something that just catches your eye and you're like, oh, you know what, that might be good experience later. It's a good way to connect with those employers. Any other questions? Okay, well, your goal for this week, I would say, is to definitely update that profile, get that resume reviewed, and invest in your future this week, and good luck. Thank you. Thank you.